your busy body busy tonight. Joanna, making all the dummy tonight. Joanna, your busy body giving me life, oh, hey life, hey. Why you do me like Joanna, Joanna? Why you do me like Joanna, Joanna? How you gonna do me like Joanna, Joanna? Hey Joanna, Joanna? Ay ay ay. Hey, how you gonna play me like Drogba, ho? How you gonna do me like Drogba, ho? Oh, DJ Drogba, ho? Hey, DJ Drogba, ho? Joanna, your busy body busy tonight. Joanna, making all the dummy tonight. Joanna, your busy body giving me life, oh, hey life, hey. How you do me like Joanna, Joanna? How you do me like Joanna, Joanna? How you gonna do me like Joanna, Joanna? Hey Joanna, Joanna? Baby, hey, you know what it is. Bring out the baby. Down, girl. Go down, down. Yeah, the sound, girl. Down. I'm in love, I said I'm in love, baby, let me cover you. When you stand, I'm under you. Oh, na 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 na. Uncle, stop touching. Sorry, madam, sorry. I want. I do.
You the bumble, well in this shit you a lawyer. I gave you my heart on a gold platter, and you said you were never gonna break it. You can go now, I will get me another. You can go now, you are nothing special. You can go now, you can go now, you can go now, you can go now. Thinking you're special, they thought she knew now. Well in this shit you a lawyer. I gave you my heart on a gold platter. Thinking you're special, they thought she knew now. Well in this this year, you a lawyer. I gave you my heart on a gold platter. I'm on the lolo, the lolo, I'm on the lolo, the lolo. If you're living, baby, baby, just go. Me wanna do this no more. No, 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 no. My wallet, oh, lolo, running round in circles. If you're living, just go. I'm on the lolo, the lolo, I'm on the lolo, the lolo. Don't get it what you want. Soda tu panganya, soda tu panganya. Mundakala kai longbai kala kai konjai kala kai zula. I be doing my gems, I be getting my guap, I be getting my free go. Oda Bobby das generale, ah hey hey. Oda yolo da shake das generale, ah hey hey. Oda dege da toto das generale, ah hey hey. Top cherry what na manebe, hey hey. Soda tu panganya, soda tu panganya.
Top cherry hulekele, mosi mbongolo kulungile, oko wamboda ya mbukile, lengalo ya bimbile, utwashake na moko bifane tushimane, katolo pola no dalate tumange no sange, chafatu kapo tushichakete tushihange, top cherry na manebeta tupange, dinengo bede kapuno mlifi, ndino kombifande kapuna chifi, dalando linga ndengi wete wifi, sige kuno nkenya ndondi wete nyofi.
Soda tu panganya, soda tu panganya.
Dango kotwa, dambelela.
Dango kotwa, dambelela.
Dango kotwa, dambelela.
Dango kotwa, dambelela.
Dambamo,
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 ay ay, dambamo,
dambamo.
dambamo.
Aye, dambamo. Omapenda fure, tatu shikomano mora.
Soda tu panganya, soda tu panganya. Soda tu panganya, soda tu panganya. On the beat, baby.
My girl, if you want, I could buy you. Say anything you want, like I want you. My girl, if you want, I could buy you. Say anything you want, like I want you. Okanono kazaro chikutu. Shikwato chikutu. Okanono kazaro chikutu. Okazaro chikutu. She quanto she could do. Quanto she could do. No language to no. No take to no. Baby girl, are you give me courage from London to Paris. Your baggage I carry, your patience you carry. You give me courage. Your baggage I carry from London to Paris. I go carry your baggage. Give me courage from London to Paris. Your baggage I carry, guy. I go give you the marriage. Girl, if you want, I go buy you motor. Say anything you want, like I want the lotto. My girl, if you want, I go buy you motor. Say anything you want, like I want the Oka no kazaro chikutu. Shikwato chikutu. Oka no kazaro chikutu. Okazaro chikutu. Shikwato chikutu. Kwato chikutu.
Plenty girls be pretty, but you I see. Sexy girl turn around, show more party. Sissy wanna come calculate it. I tell her say come calculate it. Sissy wanna come calculate it. Tell her say come calculate it. You give me the bypass, oh. My Monday, my Wednesday crash, oh. You give me the bypass, oh. My Wednesday, my Monday crash, oh. Nobody come closer to my gal. In the mirror, she her own rival. I'm with the dancehall king and calypso. Bad gal connect our waist for the disco. Gal, if you want to go buy your motor. I'm on my kick down swagger right now. Gabbana, 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 Gabbana.
I met Shorty up in West Lane, to tell the truth. See, they don't make girls like you. You tailor-made, the designer type, that designer like. You see, you kinda like
Dolce and Gabbana, Gabbana, Dolce and Gabbana, Gabbana.
ooh, what a savage. And Shorty, how you looking this good, but you still be the baddest? Everything branded, designer everything. I can see you on a whole other standard. You got too much sauce, all the Androva in that Hugo Boss. I could tell as soon as she walked past me. Oh, we koshamoka kende komati. Wearing what you call it? Versace. She said it's Versace. I said not in the casa. But how you make it look so nice? And when I measure you, then you just my size.
Gabbana, 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 Dolce and Gabbana, Gabbana, Dolce and Gabbana, Gabbana.
Harambe, can we share some of your time if you're willing to spare there, son. I'm loving how your nails and your hair done. Karibu sana, you so very welcome. Now can I be your hugger in the baki? You be my first lady from the cassie. But when we in the mall, you my lady in Dior, and I be your fella in Versace. You something else, girl. You ain't a snake queen, but you snake queens, all made in jeans. You kill them all with your energy. You wearing Ingo, Leia, Synergy.
I said I'm young and I'm 4'8". Don't need to know on that. She said what's understood shouldn't be explained. To tell the truth, I'm in love with your designer game. Ooh, I smell the cheese, the timepiece. Look at them keys, look at them D's and them G's.
When I smoke a split in a throw, everybody say you crazy, oh. Intelligent rapper in the studio, music I see you. I came around as a small boy, now I'm riding the game, yo. When do I say London and Canada? They all call me Shabumba, you come Mali, no woman, no crime. Shabumba, you come Mali, respect the plant, yo. Hey, Shabumba, come Mali, you running the game, yo. Hey, Namibia, come Mali, respect the Navy, yo. Yada.
Touches, come kwa touch. Yendiri moda we don't kwa touch. Touches, come kwa touch. Yendiri kowingi damo not.
Touch, itamkwa touch. Kendili na hage kamwete. Touch, kamushish. Kendili momadi tamkwa touch. I think I'm crazy 'cause I wanna get high with you, baby, oh. I've been around the world but I never seen somebody close like you do. People they go to my coffee, big up on and we turn it up. With the rising stars of the continent, you know we gonna burn it up. You wanna touch, ambara wa touch. Tarina marisa no mapramat. You wanna touch, ambara wa kisak. Ekumona na singo wa taranchi. You wanna touch, ambara wa touch. Tarina marisa no mapramat. You wanna touch, ambara wa kisak. Ekumona na singo wa
When I
taranchi.
smoke a split in a throw, everybody say you crazy, yo. Intelligent rapper in the studio, music I sing, yo. I came around as a small boy, now I'm running the game, yo. When do I say London and Canada? They all call me Shabumba, you come Mali, no woman, no crime. Shabumba, you come Mali, respect the plant, yo. Hey, Shabumba, come Mali, he running the game, yo. Hey, Namibia, come Mali, respect the Navy, yo. Yada.
Touches, come kwa touch. Yendiri moda we don't kwa touch. Touches, come kwa touch. Yendiri kowingi damo not.
Touch, itamkwa touch. Kendili na hage kamwete. Touch, kamushish. Kendili momadi tamkwa touch.
Shabumba, come Mali, they wanna have just for you. Hey,
Female is Bob Marley, so my girls be chilling you.
Shabumba, come Mali, they wanna sex me, oh. Hey.
Female is Bob Marley, but the boys wanna get it oh. You wanna touch, ambara wa touch. Karina marisa no mapramat. You wanna touch, ambara wa kisak. Ekumona na singo wa taranchi. You wanna touch, ambara wa touch. Karina.
Ay masens ke hu inga go out asen Humi basira kweke Nami amsis ke sakau bake kana Nami amsis ke mood ma Sakau pani chuchu Sawi pani tom tom Sawi pani ngari Kere nesi dai go hasa Kere kweb ke go kwe Nep, 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 nep. I'm so quiba, nessa cueba. 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 Nep, 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 nep. Kupe tay huing kui nani, ama basi, ama ngama basi ma. Nisip ge ne kwepang ay sen ha, oi sen ture ham kwedo. Sakau pani chuchu, sawi pani tom tom, sawi pani ngari. Kere nesi dai go hasa, kere kwepi go kwe. Akweba, asa kweba nesa kwe huba. Asa kweba, nesa kwe huba. Asa kweba, nesa kwe huba. Asa kweba, nesa kwe huba.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, we got Sharia. We chilling with Sharia tonight. You just had it right there. This one is called Queb.
Queb.
I'm just trying to get my click on. I struggle with the click. Oh yes, guys, welcome to Lockdown Nights with Josie Jaws. You know how we do it. Every night or every Friday and Saturday, we bring you nothing but entertainment. We dedicate the show. We've been dedicating the show just for our people, the people that make a huge difference. They've been making a huge difference for a lot of people, and that's of course our artists, and that's really what we've been really doing. We started this on a creative level, looking at it from a creative perspective, and this is really what we're doing tonight. Sharia is in the building. Mm-hmm. Hey, how you doing?
I'm Gucci. What's shaking?
Gucci. Okay. I'm trying to get all of that. Okay. So, first of all, before we get there, what's this song talking about, though?
The song is talking about, it's asking the girls, do you know this guy you're sleeping with? Because most of the time you might be in love, but then the guy has other intentions with you. So that it's questioning you. Do you know this guy you're sleeping with? Maybe he's just there, he's taking care of you with the money, but he doesn't really love you. That's what the song is, like questioning the girls. Like, do you know him?
Oh, questioning the girl. Like, yes. Do you know this guy?
Yes.
Do you know the guy?
So Queb means like the guy, like guy.
Oh, that's what it means. Like the guy. Okay, but so why did you do this song though? Was it the situation where you were with some guys but you just didn't really know him and he did some stuff and he cheated?
No, it's
what
not really,
exactly transpired here?
not directly on my life, but then just experience the experience I went through with my girls and what they will come tell me like, yo, I'm in love with this guy, but then I'm like, okay, if you say so.
Why do artists always say it's always an experience with my friends? So it's a
Yeah.
life's experience. You never get to say,
You tell the
it's,
story.
it's
Okay,
my story. This is what happened to me, and this is what I went through.
Okay,
you know,
80% of my album is actually about me.
except this one.
Except for this one. This song was actually, I was in the studio with Lolo. He's a producer from Chivarango. And I was
Okay.
listening to a beat and then I just got the idea, you know.
Okay.
And then he was like, no, write in Damara this song. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll do that.
Okay, so let's talk about Shay.
And then my sister also helped me on the song also.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which one? Okay. She's here.
Yeah, she's here.
They're short though, but we're gonna have them sing though. Like, yo. I was like, oh, imagine walking with you into the club. They're like, oh, well, ideas. But she's gonna come through and do a tune or two. Yeah. She's gonna do an acapella. You're afraid of doing an acapella? Just a
Yeah,
quick
she can do
one.
an acapella.
You're gonna not now.
Not now, not
Get
now.
yourself ready. Get yourself ready. Okay, so let's talk about Sharia. Who's Sharia? Because first time I got to know of you, I knew of Shady.
Shady.
Yo, Slim Shady. And I got to know you of it's that, and then all of a sudden it's just boom, Sharia.
Yeah,
I was
Sharia.
like, okay, so let's talk about.
So initially my stage name was Shady, which is my real name. Don't play with it. It is my real name. It's on my ID. It's Shady. So I was first with .com. So Sharia came out when I moved out of the group and I decided, you know what, I'm going to do my own thing. I'm going to do it my way, how I want it on my own. And then I had to rename myself. So that's where Sharia came in. So Sharia is actually a combination of two names, Shady and Azaria with my sister. So we just fused it together, Sharia, because she really supported me along the way. So we just fused it together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which one is Azaria? Oh, okay. Okay, and she's
CC.
CC.
Yeah. We were actually a group at first. We started with my father.
Okay.
Very young, from
Okay.
5 years old.
Okay.
And then we in Wolfish Bay in front of the shops. My father would play with a keyboard and with two speakers, you know. And then we will sing gospel music. That's how we started out the music industry.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then it changed.
And then it changed when I moved to Windhoek with school and scholarships and stuff.
So why did the music change though? And it changed to what?
Then
Changed to.
I first went to a
some
group and then
guys-
I went to exploring other genres and stuff. So yeah, it was first like with a group of Paito and hip hop, and I was like the only girl between the 7 guys. And then I moved out and did R&B and soul and house, you know. But then I moved into house because Arafat said, try house, your voice fits with house, try house. So that's where I tried with house.
Okay, so when did you move to Windhoek?
10 years ago.
10 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay, and then that's when you started, getting onto the scene.
Yes.
Okay, and then you started started working with who?
First producer was Arafat that I worked with,
Okay.
and then also with Fritz and then with Ponte.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the work then was focused on what? What were you focused on?
It was mostly focusing on, I grew up with music. My family is with music, but mostly I was like, you know what, I'm not doing what I want to do, the type of music I want to do. So that's where I ventured out and I was like, you know what, guys, Sharia, this is me, I'm doing it. And producing yourself, managing yourself, it's a lot of work, but it was worth it. I learned a lot about the music industry along the way.
Okay, so you've been doing this by yourself. You've been, doing this stuff on your own. Mm-hmm. Why did you take the route of doing things on your own? Why didn't you look at like some people look at producers and they bring on producers and they say, no, I'm gonna bring on a musical manager. I'm gonna start working with a manager. Some people kind of look at that as a way to to grow themselves. Why did you decide to do it on your own?
I did have a manager. After I left the group, I had a manager, Sambashe, and he started introducing me. We were producing and we would go to shows, News Cafe on Sundays, and like that. But then I was not getting fully what I wanted, like having control over everything.
Yeah.
So once I had control over it, I got a little bit further.
Yeah, he's actually the
Like,
one that introduced me to your music.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember he introduced me to your music.
Yeah.
So you then kind of just feel there was a lot being put in.
I just needed a lot of push for my music, more promotions, more. I just needed more to be out there. So if someone hears Shay, they should know it's that. That's good. It's that girl. You know?
Okay. And then you decided you're gonna do it on your own.
Yeah.
How's the journey been like? And you're a woman.
It's very tough to be a woman in the music industry. It's been tough financially. It's been tough. I've been doing a lot of research. Even during the lockdown, I wanted to see how to get my music more on more platforms. So I came about platforms like Ditto, where I uploaded my music, where it went on more social media platforms, which I was very proud of myself.
Okay.
So I do. It gives me a chance of doing research, and then what the work that I put in, it's to my benefit, So I learned a lot during the journey.
You learn a lot during the journey.
And I'm still learning every day.
Okay, we're going to talk about a whole lot of other things. We talk about womanhood and all of that. Let's do this one. This one is called Crazy in Love.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to do Crazy in Love. You liking it? You want to come in? You want to feature in the background there? Okay.
Maybe she wants to do an a cappella.
Okay.
Crazy in love, 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 crazy in love. It has been 2 years now. I still haven't told you how much I need you. So, can't you help me out here? 'Cause what I feel is true. Do you feel the same way too? La la la, la 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 la. Don't know you felt this way. That's why I wanna sing. I'm crazy in love with you.
One is called Crazy in Love, and I'm just saying, yo, what, okay. Okay, so this one is called Crazy in Love, and you said,
I know you're coming.
You said the whole album. Your music the whole album was really just about you. 80% of the album was about you, and this one is Crazy in Love. Were you crazy in love?
Yeah, in high school.
Come on. Are you telling me this was written in high school?
This was the first ever song that I've written, ever. That's where I discovered, like, hey, I can actually write music.
And you were crazy in love.
Yeah. Okay.
So
high school.
Puppy love.
Went to high school.
Yeah.
To be exact. I was very quiet at school though. Just focus on my books and stuff. But I had a crush on this guy ever since school started. But I never told him. So I just wrote a song about it. Yeah. That's
you
it.
wrote a song and never gave him the song and say, hey, this
no,
is your
I
song.
never-
I kind of just am crazy in love with you.
I never told him. Till today.
Wow. Okay, so let's it's talking about love. Let's talk about love. Are you together or are you
Currently.
mono? Are you
With my crush or
are
someone
you
else?
are you stereo or are you mono? Are you okay? Are you dating or are you dating, married or single? Which
What is
I don't know which one.
Are you dating single or
Complicated.
married?
Is it complicated?
No, I'm dating right now.
Okay, so you're dating right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so how from that guy in high school, like you never got him, and then did you meet someone after that or what?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I did.
And then you started dating.
Yes.
Okay. Is it the same person?
No.
Oh, okay. So how's the juggling of, like the juggling of relationship and music, and of course you work as well. So how's that juggling has been? Are you spending enough time with your significant other?
Yes.
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 Okay. So how's that juggle been?
There's a thing they say, like, if you love something or someone, you will make time for it. Doesn't matter what it is. So it's just about making time for it. Just like if someone texts you and you're like, yeah, I'll be there, but because it's not important, you're not gonna make time for it. But if it's something important, you will make time for that person or that function or whatever that you need to go. So it is possible.
Okay. How has it been as a woman in music, and Namibian music doesn't have a lot of female artists, and those that are there, you kind of find that they're quite limited, if you have to put it that way. It's not a lot of female artists in Namibia, and we're not seeing, not even sort of producers for that matter. How have you been dealing with, getting into music, dealing with issues of this thing apparently,
What thing?
producers have been, hitting on female artists, and they've been, hitting on them, and they, rumors are that, male producers have been sleeping with female artists, and
I do. That's why I'm saying what's very difficult for a lady in the music industry.
Okay.
That's why I'm saying that.
How difficult?
So for me is I like being professional. So the moment someone let's say a producer hits on me, I can't work with you further, because then I can't be free to express myself. So yes, during recording the album and such, there were a few artists that I picked out that I wanted to work with, and there was few of them like, yeah, Shady, I can do it for you, I can feature you in the song, yeah, but yeah, I want a kiss, I want this, and I was like, I just cut it off. Then I move on to the next one. Completely, I cut it off. Because for me, when it comes to the music, it's all about business, it's being professional, and I mostly do it for the love of it also. And when I do music, I mostly express myself in music. So if I have that funny, uncomfortable aura around me, I cannot work. So I just cut it off, and I move on to the next.
Okay. So you're a mother, right?
Yes.
Okay. How old is your child?
7.
7.
Yes.
And how has that journey been like?
It's amazing. It's the best journey I've been on, actually. And I also love the way I influence him also, because I take him with to the studios and stuff. So you'll see him playing with drums or the keyboard, and he will start rapping and stuff. So I kind of love the influence I have on him, that he can be whatever he can be. And then I'm also introducing him to acting, karate, just giving him all the tools, and he can be whatever he wants to be.
Sounds like you're overwhelming the guy.
No, not literally, not really. I was just like, just introducing him to
everything else. It's yours like a lot.
Cooking and whatever I'm doing.
Cooking?
Yeah, whatever I'm doing, he just does. He joins me and he does it.
Yo, this guy must have.
If I'm working out, he's also working out with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So do you work out a lot?
Yes, I do.
Why?
I'm a health coach, actually. Also.
Okay, so you're a health coach. Okay, so you are a health coach. What does a health coach do?
It's just basically, I'm working in with Gregor, the coach, Gregor Arasep. I'm working in connection with him. I'm actually a Herbalife coach, so I sell the products. I mentor the people, like, okay, use these products. This is how you're supposed to work out. Don't eat before sleeping and those type of things. So I do advice. So I do a lot of stuff. So.
Wow, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. We talk
so it's
more.
Just not music.
We talk more. Let's play some more music. Where are we going now?
We can play Just Friends with Exit and Young T. That's my favorite song, actually.
Just Friends.
Just Friends. We are just friends.
I don't know. Maybe they are more than just friends.
No,
you
they're
never
just
know.
friends.
You never know. This thing, sometimes it happens. Sometimes that happens with that. And Just Friends, we're going to be doing Just Friends. And just hoping that we are just friends. We're just friends. Just friends. Apparently, it's just friends. Okay, let's do this one.
I won't be singing on this one. I won't be singing on this one.
It feels like I took a trip to Pluto and back. The way my head is spinning. We got this thing on like point blank and period. The feeling ain't winning. It goes like puff, pass me, but I can't forget. Put some respect on the rotation. Where we at? And now not the green town. Holiday destination. Ooh, Kabuchi up in footed. The track rate man goede. Ik loop net verder. Aan die bitty pocket, show me that you use it. Me tell you, say, don't mess with my time. Don't mess with my inner peace. Don't mess with my shine. If you mess with your enemies, no mercy for mine. If my pity don't do it for me, I'll kill with the rhyme.
Choose to be just friends. 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 Quick to forget how we first met. Oh, that is now to go somehow. Respect me like no other. Love me like no other. Made you my brother. 'Cause you had a lover. And ooh, got me so deep. Ooh, sometimes I couldn't sleep. Ooh, got me so deep. Ooh, sometimes I couldn't sleep. Choose to be just friends. Choose to be just friends. Choose to be just friends.
Rokasa.
Choose to be just friends.
I'm having the strongest deja vu. The feeling I've been here before. I'm having the strongest deja vu. I feel like I don't want anymore. These relationships get me messed up, get me fucked up, then they turn into relationship. Jabumba weze jani, take time move pule kuchega jani. This ain't no 8-mile road, they ovambolo kasi dengongo dishijaka. Tolimo mwifina ilia sasha ino shota nusota chale paka. No longer go kaka. Nothing shady about shady. It's just 2 things and 2 legs and 2 arms and 2 eyes. It's too much confusing. Shapumba said, why not? But the talent is spectacular, though. Hagaga what if I get no go hula. But me, I'm too popular. So I said sometimes you must follow my scheduler.
Choose to be just friends. Choose to be just friends. Choose to.
It's actually on this track.
Okay.
So I was very impressed with actually the production of the song. And actually it's why one of my favorite songs.
Oh, yeah.
It was just a blessing, you know, having both of them there.
So do you also do that thing where you kind of have a specific songs that you have that are your favorite songs?
Yeah, I have those specifics, but I love, you know, you have all your children, but you love all of them, but you have that favorite one also. Is that type of a thing?
One.
No, I have a few, but then,
okay,
you know,
okay.
just some of them stood out from the other ones.
Okay,
Yeah.
so when you write, what do you normally talk about?
Normally, okay, when I write, I'll probably be out. This is how the whole start thing. I'll be out, I'll be listening to maybe another song, and then I'll just like have that melody, and then I'll just take my phone, I'll record it, and the next morning I'll be just singing it, the melody, and then I'll put words to it. That's how I started. Yeah.
Okay, so that's how you write.
Yes.
But
Most
what,
of the
what
songs.
do you normally talk about?
Mostly I write about my experiences because it makes more sense. I can't write about money and like the guys do money and women, and they're writing about their experiences, their wildlife. But you get people that write about expensive cars and stuff like they have it. But I just don't like that type of writing because you didn't experience it. You have to write from experience to understand what's actually going through, what the person that's experiencing is going through, and that's how you connect with other people. Yeah.
But I thought you would, you know, write
So,
about a
but I-
Bugatti and stuff. And I don't know.
Yeah.
Just maybe a Bugatti, you know.
No, I can't do that. Maybe if someone else is writing, yeah, I'll do, but I can't. No. Maybe if I drive it as a dream, yeah.
Only as a dream.
Yeah, something I dream about, something I'm looking forward to, and how it will make me feel, and you know, type of a thing.
What are some of the challenges that you have experienced through your musical journey?
Mostly be promotions, marketing. I had to do a lot of research on marketing. Secondly, will be finances. Like my album is out, but I'm struggling with getting the finances to start shooting videos. So music videos are more grabs more audience, more further to see a face to the voice and
So
you know
why
all
are you
that.
struggling with the music videos? You don't have.
Basically, I am really working hard for my family, so I'm taking care of my whole family. So you know, first family and then my dreams. It has always been like that, taking care of other people before me.
That generational text
Yeah,
kind of thing.
that type of a thing.
So generational text kind of thing. But why? Like there's an argument around generational text, and of course the argument is always that why should you be taking care of your family when you know your siblings, when you should be taking care of your own family that you're creating and or just living your life and this. You know, this thing is like Africa has this thing where you have this generational tax problem that you kind of have to pay back after having been taken care of over the period by your parents and you kind of have to pay back. What's your view around generational tax? Do you think it's something that you can do away with? You know.
Okay, it depends from person to person. Some people would live their own life and not care about their family and stuff. And others would pick up that bag and then, no, I'm going to carry this and I'm going to take care of my family and stuff. So it depends on you, but you have that choice of you're going to do or you're not. So in my case, it's like, for me, if I don't see my family happy, I'm not happy. It doesn't feel right. I'm living the life here and then they are struggling on the other side. You see, it does not, like one day if you get married, you're going to look for your family, It depends also on some people just go marry, some, go to Las Vegas, go marry, But sometimes when it comes to African people, it's like they have a saying as when you get married, when your family supports it, it's a blessing, So for me, it's just my father he did his part, he took us until here, and he has been in our life, being supportive with everything that we put our minds on. That's why he's been a very a huge role model between me and my sisters. So he took us until here. Now he's like, okay, fine, girls, I did my part. I'm gonna follow my path as a pastor. So now you guys need to take it further. So that's what we are doing now. We're taking it further, taking care of our family. But then when it comes to our family also, we're not really family orientated. When my father became a pastor, he took us away from the family, and then it was just, we only know his brothers and his sisters and my mother's brothers and sisters, but we don't know further the family. So we're just taking care of our little bubble.
Okay.
So
there's this thing, like, and I think it's something that you kind of hardly hear. When African people, artists speak, in many cases, and I think it's also sort of an American thing where you hear a lot of absent fathers, and you talking about your father having been there and taking care of. Yeah, I keep hearing all the time, your father. What's your view, and especially because tomorrow is Father's Day.
Yeah.
What's your view around fathers and men that are doing perhaps good in society? What would your view be on them, and also with the this whole men are trash campaign? What's your view about that?
Campaign.
I was told it's a campaign.
Okay, as a father, if you have a girl, it's a very important, you're playing a very important role as a man in a little girl's life. So it's gonna sort of shape her life forward, how she's gonna also judge men in the future. So it's very important for a man's role in a girl's life. So if I see my friends and they have girls in their life, I mean not their kids, it's a girl, and I always tell them, like, listen here, make sure that you're always there. Your role is more important. That's why they say daddy's girl or mama's boy, because of the roles that they play also. But then both parents are also important. So what I'm very grateful about is, I mentioned my father is a pastor, and I don't do gospel anymore, I do something else. So even though he didn't feel like you shouldn't be doing this, he was actually at my album launch, and I was like, hey, daddy's here. So I was very happy to see him there, because the support is very important. It's very important because it also depends on my relationship for the girl I'm gonna raise one day, the boy I'm gonna raise one day. The relationships I'm gonna have, it's gonna be based on my relationship with my father. So their roles are very important. So when it comes to men that have been absent, you get single moms. Like, for instance, I'm a single mom. I raised my son on my own with my father. He has supported me. And it has been, if he was not there, I don't know how this journey would have been, but he helped me raise my son. Yeah. So their roles are very important.
Okay. Roles are important. It's Father's Day tomorrow. Toppies is our day tomorrow. We can misbehave also. Be treated like kings. I want us to talk about artists and the issues around artists, mental space, and all of that. I want us to talk about that. But let's do Namibia quickly. Let's quickly do Namibia. And then we can talk about artists in a nutshell.
Namibia. Namibia.
Yep, water.
Namibia.
Van 'n vleis kan ons terugdraai. Wow, van 'n hitte as jy regs draai. Baas, nou alleen jy moet regraai. Sien dat tot die noord van die hitte tot my ruggraat. Hey, query sokkies op die vlugpad. Loop 'n paar tree en jy longes van jou ruggraat.
My pride and joy, land of the brave, yeah. Freedom fighters, all we have for Namibia. My country, my home, Namibia, 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 Namibia. My pride and joy, land of the brave, yeah. Freedom fighters, all we have for Namibia. My country, my home, Namibia, 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 Namibia. My pride and joy, land of the brave, yeah. Freedom fighters, all we have for Namibia. My country, my home.
Okay, Namibia, my pride and joy. Yeah. Well, just a lot of us are not proud of, and I think a lot of Africans are not proud of, where they come from. And sometimes we have this misconception. There's always this anger about, the country, and you hear every time you go around Africa, especially, you hear so much of that anger where people just seem not to have so much pride in their country. But you're saying Namibia, my pride and joy. Why that conviction? Why that patriotism that you prepared to sing about this country? And quite a few people that would sing about their country, and especially Namibian artists, quite a few. I would say, I'm from Namibia, here I am, and you kind of hear artists at times, they would have sort of, other languages, they would try and sound different. But why Namibia, my pride and joy?
Doesn't matter where you go in the world, you will always have to remember where you came from. And that's where your roots are. So basically, when I wrote the song was in keeping in mind that we are Namibia's 30-year-old, and because of the independence was coming up. So I just like, hey, let me just write a song about Namibia. And also to say like, hey, when people hear my music, also like, this girl is from Namibia. I'm very proud of from where I'm coming from. It's also something my father also taught me, like, doesn't matter what you do, where you go, what fame you have, or what levels you reach, you must always remember where you come from, because sometimes also going a little bit further, money can also change people, situations can change people, but they're forgetting where they're coming from. So that's why I wrote the song, like, I will never forget where I come from, doesn't matter where I go. So even if you go to the States, and people are like, oh, where are you from? Namibia, you're going to be wearing with your flag, and So basically, I was based on why I wrote the song.
I hear
and I'll always be proud from where I'm coming from.
And that's a good thing. And I think that's one thing that we sometimes miss, is the fact that as a people, sometimes we don't appreciate, what we got. Because I think Namibia has done a lot compared to a lot of African countries that have had independence before it. And in that space of music, we've always seemed to have this problem about not being proud of where we are from, or being proud of the Namibian sound, or just Namibia in itself. There's also this misconception, I'm saying it's a misconception because I don't believe in it, where you hear that, artists are really dumb people. They are dumb. They resort to music because it's an easy thing to do.
It's not. It's not.
What's your take on that?
It's not easy. You know, you buying an album is maybe the easiest thing that you would do. You listening to it might be the easiest thing to do. But then the toughest thing that you, the buyer, is also not doing is promoting it, marketing it. You mostly listen to international music rather than supporting your own artist. Other thing is also it's not easy for us. You know, you need to know who your audience is. You need to sing it right. Like my album, I would spend late nights, sleepless nights, just producing the album with my producer Fritz and with Ponty and with Arafat. With Arafat, you record and you listen and you listen and you record and you listen and you delete and you try again. It's like a repetition until you get that right sound that you want, that quality sound that you want. And then it comes to marketing, and then it comes to makeup artists, and then it comes to what you have to wear. You have to think visually how the album is going to look like. Performance-wise, it's a lot of work. It's not easy. It's really not an easy thing to do, whereby other people will think it's an easy thing to do.
Okay, and about the fact that, they say artists are dumb.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that, because you will find artists that are very hardworking, and as they grow in the music industry, I always follow artists. Like in the beginning, there was this. Let me mention one girl. She's not from here. She's from the States, Kiana Lere. I always used to watch her covers. She started with covers and on YouTube. She had a YouTube channel. Now you see her on big stages, BET Awards, and she's just like 14. She started very young. So it's a lot of work. Even though in Namibia we are a very small country, and it's not that much of a lot of people that can support it. So you need to see your audience and stuff. Whereas South Africa, music is more moving and stuff. So basically, all we need is support from Namibians to listen to our music and appreciate our hard work. Yes.
Okay, now let's talk about the fact that music is considered to be sort of an industry where there's a lot of drugs and alcohol. They say what? Drugs, sex, and alcohol. Is this true? Because I don't see it that way. I don't know. I just don't see. I kind of never experienced that whole sex, drugs, and alcohol thing. I've always sort of looked at it from a different perspective. I think it's in the space that you're in. I don't know what your view around that, because my take on it is that the whole space is really a space of creativity, and I mean, like the president says, alcohol is not bad. I drink it a bit. You kind of want to enjoy yourself once in a while, like everybody else does enjoy themselves. Some people don't even drink. You've got artists that don't drink, and there's this thing that music, and especially music, arts in general, is considered to sort of be a whole industry of just people that indulge in alcohol, sex, and drugs. What's your view on that? Because I don't agree with it.
Okay, I haven't really experienced or seen anything like that here in Namibia. But what I would say on what I've read on international artists, like when it comes to drugs and alcohol, it comes down to you need to be mentally stable, how to deal with fame and fans and then the critics and all that pressure. You need to know how to handle that pressure, because I feel that some artists fall into using drugs and alcohol when they can't handle it. So mental health is very important. Doesn't matter what type of work you're also doing. It doesn't necessarily have to be music also. It can be other sectors also in the industry and stuff. So it comes down to how you deal with stuff mentally, and how you find your solution. For me, example, when I do shows, I don't drink. I go to the show, I do my slot, and I leave immediately.
Yeah, I've always kind of like found it. I've always kind of found it interesting to go to a show, and for me, I've always felt not drinking before a show is far much better than drinking before a show. Some people, apparently, it's the nerves.
Yeah.
You know, they want to take a shot or two, but I've never found it interesting.
My energy is I actually pull it from my songs. Like basically,
Yeah.
I will go on the stage, even though in the beginning people didn't know me.
Yeah.
So people didn't know my songs. So they were like standing and like, okay, now
think
who
it's-
is this girl?
But like
so now
it's the time that where you are sort of more powerful, because
Yeah.
when you are not known, the pressure is not so high, and you perform and you get people to know your song just by seeing you perform. That power is kind of nice.
Yeah.
And I've always appreciated that power. I kind of just get on stage and people don't know you, and then you just wow them, and they're like, so who's this?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, like when I first ever performed at the Nama Awards, then I just got comments like, who is this girl? Who is this girl? Like, who is she? You know,
Yeah.
those comments and stuff. Sometimes the crowd do not really react the way you want them to react. They'll be actually listening or doing their own thing, but then I just enjoy myself. I do my music, I do my song, and I just dance and I sing, and then I just do my own thing. They don't need any support from alcohol and drugs, and no.
Okay.
Just use my own energy from my songs.
We're doing this one. Why call it? Why call
Yeah,
it?
why call it love?
love?
I did
What
the song
happened
with
there?
Virginia.
What happened there?
Yeah, relationship roller coasters, you know.
How did it spin? How did it went down and up?
It is like that, you know, goes on. Yeah, it's roller coasters.
Yeah, so and then you were asking a question.
Yeah,
why
it's
call
just
it
mostly
love?
had to do with I was just fusing my experiences with other people's experiences. Mostly have to do with what you call it, abuse, woman abuse, men abuse, you know, all those things. So I just said like, why call it love if you're hurting me? Then it is not love, basically. That's what the song is saying, and I'm featuring Riziana on the song.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. By the way, guys, don't forget, we still are out there looking for Shannon. Cables or Top Cherry and Cables collaborated, and they got a song. We'll try and play it for you. We'll play that song for you tomorrow. We're gonna be playing the song that they did, and I think it's called "Where Are You." Shannon, where are you? And it's good that you're mentioning about this, and perhaps maybe it's a perfect song that talks about those things. Why call it love? But like, before we get into the song, have you ever been in an abusive relationship?
No.
Before?
No.
Okay, so you've never been in an abusive relationship, but have you had a friend or someone close to you that has been in an abusive relationship?
Yes.
And what was the talk like?
You know, she loved the guy, and then she'll come to me for advice, but then she goes back to the guy again.
And
And then it's just like, I even asked her like, why do you call it love? Is it real love? Like, even it also says it's really real love. So it's like the song is
But
also
what would she
questioning.
say?
No, this happened, and then she will send me pictures of how she was beaten up, and then I'm like, okay, fine, then just leave the guy.
Would she still say,
But then
love him"?
I love him. I think he just need to see a psychologist, and then she will try to go take him to a psychologist and stuff, but then it never worked out. But then eventually they split, but because the guy said like it's done, not because she said it's done.
Would you ever, in any situation where if you found yourself in the same situation, would you ever stay or would you walk away?
I would walk away because my father never even raised his hand for me, so why would I let another man allow that?
Why call it love, though? Why call it love? Let's do this.
wish I could say. So if you really love me, why would you hurt me? Why would you act like this? Is there something new? If so, let me know. I say goodbye. I know that you love me, and I know that you do care, but the rage inside slowly flares. Why would you call it love when it's not meant to be? Why would you call it love? Why would you call it love when it's not meant to be? Why would you call it love? Ore, ne kwe kuge kweterang ore, ne kwe kuge kweterang no. I am not saying chu sa weekend. Kay maikam ron ng omre, inete ko se mare. Mus ngay kay mi papi, neng mama take kaut mahal. I go se mare, I go se mare, I go se mare, I go se mare, imi babi. Why would you call it love when it's not meant to be? Why would you call it love? Why would you call it love when it's not meant to be? Why would you call it love? See, I build a wall around myself, around my heart. You came along, and this wall I built fell apart. Amang nepa, amang nepa, amang nepa, amang nepa, amang nepa. When it's not meant to be, why would you call it love? Amang nepa. Why would you call it love when it's not meant to be? Why would you call it love? Quick now, ngami, bayrake ngami, kau madan ngami. I'm looking for that. Quick now, ngami, bayrake ngami, kau madan ngami. I'm looking for that. Tomorrow ngami, umat kerja guru kerja dage titi ahawana dage mati, di kawa dage mati. But you messing with the side chick, ahuna dara nokta. Take you back, stay in, orang habis kaba koran.
So I hear side chick there somewhere. I hear what happened with the side chick? What happened with the side chick? What did the side chick do?
It's Rihanna's version.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. And yeah. What would you call it? Why call it love? Yeah, interesting.
It's like, why call it love when it's not meant to be?
And I think we spoke about that. Where does the future lie now for Sharia? Where you off to now? Looking at it, the next year, 2 years. There's been so much happening with COVID. It's impacted a lot of artists. What's your plan now? What's your plan looking at what the changes that have happened so far?
Music-wise or just in general?
Yeah, like in terms of music, where Sharia as a brand.
Sharia is currently, I'm just focused on getting those music videos out, firstly.
Okay.
Secondly, I'll be working with, actually one of the songs I have, Bongi, No Greater Time. Bongi was part of SA Idols.
Okay, we do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be, actually the plan was to fly down to South Africa. We're supposed to work with Bongi and Mr. Camera. Yes, so I'm just waiting for this to blow over. Eventually, if it does, then
COVID to blow
COVID.
over.
When COVID blows over, I'll be continuing with those projects.
Okay.
Yes. Other than that, I'm just currently just, I'm actually working already. I'm working as a coach, doing home workouts. I'm just fueling other people because I'm the type of person like I like helping people. I like making changes in other people's life. Bring some value in their life. I'm that type of person.
All right.
Because it makes me feel happy.
Let's listen to it quickly. Just a
Not a biggie.
Greener pastures, greener pastures, greener pastures, greener pastures. What if grass is greener on the other side? Would you blame me if I chose to take a ride? 'Cause where I'm planted, I am growing. Yeah, where I'm planted, I am glowing.
There you are. I wonder if we talk. You know I won't hesitate. What if it's fate? I hate to wait till it's too late. Next I'm going.
It's you, you.
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 'Cause there's no greater love than this. 'Cause there's no greater time than this. 'Cause there's no greater love than this. 'Cause there's no greater time than this.
We're feeling this one. This one is called No Greater Love.
No Greater
No
Time.
greater time. Okay, No Greater Time. And I must say, I love it. Who produced this?
Ponty.
Oh, this was Ponty.
Yes, this is Ponty.
Nice, nice one.
Yeah, Bongi, I kidnapped him from Chops.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you kidnapped him?
Yeah, he was here for a Valentine's show. So I just took him out for lunch. It's like, oh yay, let me just go pick up something at the studio. And then we went. It's like, oh yay, it's a beat. Let's just quickly try on this one. And it's like, okay, fine. Let's just record this, Shady.
Okay. Okay. I must say, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Ah, amazing. Great work from Ponty.
Yeah.
I've got a song with Ponty that we never got to film. I know he's been telling me about that, reminding me all the time. So you've indicated in terms of the fact that right now you're focused on your videos. You want to get the videos out. You want to make sure that all the videos are out there. What are the differences, the different impact, the different ideas that you have for social media in terms of online, pushing your brand online?
Yes.
What are some of the ideas that you have around that?
So basically, like I said, managing your own thing is not that easy. So currently, I'm just doing a lot of reading, research. So marketing, you said was marketing. So music is just what I'm actually doing mostly now is getting to work with other artists in other countries. That's what I'm trying to pull some
Okay, so you
strings
wanna get
on
the
my
brand
own.
international.
Yeah, just to get the brand international. So you will hear how I describe my music it's a bit more mature. Because what I've noticed, what my father said is, there are a lot of clubs for the young people, but there's not actually something for the middle class people also. So he was like, you should also think about that class, because that's actually where most of your money also lies. So that's why I'm also like, I actually get a lot of advice and support from my father in terms of marketing and promoting and stuff.
Yeah, it's a neglected market, by the way. I
Yeah.
think that's why I kind of stuck to that market, and I've never really I've never really thought of myself as an artist that focuses on sort of the younger ones. Though I might have a crossover appeal that might happen here and there. Mine has really sort of just been to try and target that market.
Yeah.
Stick with that mature, the grown and sexy market. That's they're not old, they're not young, they're just in between.
They're just in between.
Yeah. Okay. So what is your message? To all the fathers out there,
To all the fathers
Yeah.
for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's their day, so basically, you still need to make the fire, though. If you're gonna be Brian, you still need to make the fire for us. So, but the message is that I want to firstly thank all the fathers that, through it all, even becoming a father, to some it's a very scary thing, becoming a father for the first time and stuff. Thankful that they stood by that young woman and raised a child together. That is a very big applause. That is really something huge in anyone's life, to have that support and you stayed. For that, I would just like to say thank you to all the fathers that never left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna do the last one. I'm not even gonna attempt to say this. Wow. Okay, say it.
What is that now?
Guys.
Oh, it means you make me feel good. You make me feel good.
Oh, well, okay. I like the part of the fact that I'll make you feel good. I don't mind. I'm okay with that. It's been a struggle. I'm still trying to learn.
So it's
what? Yo, let's do this one.
Imagine yourself in Damaro Lokasi finding a new love.
Hier kom 'n skenkding. Ek meng dit met al my geknapte geskenke. Die lengte verander, dis donker van kamers, van planke. Kort droogte, das orders van oorde. Met toetsen, kom gordes, gevolge. Sit my op dit, ek's in dit. Ek spin dit met reënjas van anders. Vat nat weg, die skap wat goskaplik. Bespoegland wat uitstaan en opstaan. Na Moerland, my thuisland. Verkoop my stokkes op 'n R5. Hiele nou my eiland, paradijs skyland. Sit nou op 'n seilplak, gryp nou aan 'n buisand. Klavier op sy staan in my baan. Ruk in Rykdal, klim nou op 'n grof beat en 'n rym haal. Baas. Yeah.
Is it a talkie? I'm a crazy tarata. Is it a talkie? Here we think us and amigue. Is it a talkie? I'm a crazy tarata. Is it a talkie? Here we think us and amigue. Tick up my kids and na. Kids and na. Tick up my kids and na. Named us and mama. Tick up my kids and na. Kids and na. Tick up my kids and na. Named us and mama. They say that we did. Titans was some me body. They sing tambe. Timu dinga kete. Tiku se komede. I'm a kise andande. Want to know your secrets, meaning behind your smile, every emotion that passes through your eyes. I don't think I want anything more, just love me to the core. Hey, is it a talkie? I'm a crazy tarata. Is it a talkie? Here we think us and amigue. Is it a talkie? I'm a crazy tarata.
Okay. Ta-na-na-na. Okay, yeah, guys. We're that we come to the end of the show tonight. Just quick last words. What's your message? What's your last words to your fans out there?
Last words to my fans is stay safe, wear your mask, guys, sanitize, and take care of yourself. It's gonna be over soon.
Okay, no greater time. No greater time. Let's do this one. Shay, we are featuring Bongi.
See this, I stuck with you.
All right, good night. Have a good one. Keep the faith.
Greener pastures. Green. Greener pastures. Greener pastures. What if grass is greener on the other side? Would you blame me if I chose to take a ride? 'Cause where I'm planted, I am growing. Yeah, where I'm planted, I am glowing.
There you are. I wonder if we talk. You know I won't hesitate. What if it's fate? I'll hate to wait till it's too late. Names I'm going.
It's you, you.
Hi, names I'm going.
It's you, you.
Yo, names I'm going.
It's you, you.
Hi, names I'm going.
It's you, you.
'Cause there's no greater love than this. 'Cause there's no